Tammy. Thanks for joining me, and welcome to my page. I was tossing around whether or not I should be launching this platform, and then when I stop and think about the way the world at this point in time, it seems only the most appropriate time to begin to create authentic connection between individuals and families, and supporting people to be able to have optimal health and wellness. Because we need everyone to shine. We just don't need a handful of people to shine. We need everyone to be able to come to the plate with their individual gifts. And that's really the premise to this program. When I see the world and we look at the socioeconomic situation, there are so many families that have things, and there are families that do not have things. But that's not what's important. Having money is necessary simply because it's a reality. It's how we do trade. It's actually how we get things. And which means in the case of our health care, we begin to see a division. Those who have money and good and decent insurance plans tend to have better health. This is a trend. And those who do not have insurance and optimal coverage, and especially the financial wherewithal to be able to support whatever it is they're doing, they do not. And especially here in the United States, I can't really speak about other countries, so I want to make sure that I'm responsible about that. So here in the United States, the question of good health care is on the table. And when I work with folks living with mental and emotional instabilities, such as autism and schizophrenia and addiction, I witness the incredible sensitivity in these people, special needs children, and developmental disabilities. There's a degree of sensitivity. These people have amazing hearts. They just have a different processing system. And oftentimes it's just being able to create the ability to get it expressed. So what I also find is that a lot of these families are compromised due to mothers or fathers staying at home with the children. So their income has decreased. They typically do not have good insurance, and they're seeking more. In my position, there's a lot available to us, but it's not being used properly, and it's actually compounding our problems. So this is where I am coming in and really being a stand for the fact that people are not defined by their disability, that they are, even if they are handed a label, and I'm using these words on purpose because this is how I feel about it. I think that we are limiting our families and friends with these diagnoses. Now, yes, they do get insurance benefits and assistance through state and federal government with various diagnoses, and at the same time, there's a stigma that becomes attached to it. I've seen it all too many times with my own son, and when I said earlier that these people, there's a degree of sensitivity, and with all the stuff that's going on in the world, I mean, it's just every single day something awful is happening, and it's triggering, if not everyone, most of us. How we handle it remains to be seen. I see a lot more aggression in other people. I myself actually have a tendency to cry rather quickly, because I just want people to be as happy and healthy as possible. And no, I'm not being a Pollyanna. I think what's happening right now is a tragedy. And what I do know is that the people that I've met via social media, basically the internet, or even personally living with any of these mental and emotional instabilities, are living with some amazing gifts. They have some talents that this world needs. And when we limit their participation with labels and stigma, we are limiting our own ability to rise above the tragedies that are going on. So really what this families helping families is not necessarily trying to take money from one organization, from one family and putting it in the hands of another. It's really about leveling the playing field when it comes to shining our light as individuals, so that we can actually contribute to a better world. That's really what this is about, because like I said, socioeconomics, it is what it is. Everyone is in the position that they're in for a number of reasons, and that's not my arena. But it doesn't it doesn't change the fact that we are all related. We're all one race. There's no differentiation between diagnosis or skin color or the shape of our eyes. None of that matters. It doesn't even matter what faith you have. It really matters that we recognize the light in one another and give everyone an equal opportunity to be able to shine that light. And the only way that can happen is when somebody is feeling their very best. So that's what this is about. Is really helping those who do not have the money to be able to have the health. Because as they say, our health is our wealth. And the more empowered these people are, well, let me back up, the better their health, the stronger their health, the more stronger they are internally, they can actually be here to help us rebuild, even on a financial level. Think about that contribution. My son's in the workforce. There's plenty of them out in the workforce. I know of an organization in Australia that helps to place autistic people in the workforce. So what we want to do is give everyone a fair chance. So it's not our position to sit here and bemoan the financial crises that we're seeing. Let's empower those people who are being hindered by this financial, this economic breakdown. Empower them to be able to come up to the plate and shine their light and be who they are and contribute their gifts to this world. That's what this is about. So I hope this makes sense to you. And if not, by all means let me know, because I'm here to serve. I'm here to be the catalyst for connection. And I'm really helping to raise the bar on health and wellness and leveling that playing field so that we all can play in the same sandbox. Thanks again. Hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye now.